Imagine embarking on a 30-day survival journey with only the bare essentials. No luxuries, no comforts, just the absolute necessities. Could you rise to this unique challenge? In this epic survival challenge, we're testing our skills to see if we can make it through a month with minimal gear and resources. From finding food and shelter to dealing with the mental and physical strain, we'll document every step. Can we survive the harsh conditions and come out the other side? Watch to find out. Day 1. The beginning. The first thing you notice is the silence. No traffic noise, no buzzing notifications, no one calling your name, just wind, birds, and your breath. We start this 30-day challenge with only the clothes on our backs and one backpack. That's it. Inside that pack, a knife, our lifeline. Whether chopping wood or slicing a stubborn root, this blade will do the heavy lifting. A water bottle empty, but full of potential. A blanket, thick wool, scratchy, but it'll keep us from freezing. A flashlight, small and simple, just enough light to keep us from stepping on a snake at night. A first aid kit, bandages, antiseptic, and some ibuprofen. Hopefully we won't need it, but let's be honest, we probably will. Our mission for day 1 is not just straightforward, but also critical. Find shelter before nightfall. Hours pass. The sun gets lower and the air feels colder. We trek through rough brush, slipping on wet leaves, checking every dip in the terrain for some cover. Finally, when morale starts to dip, we find it. It's a small cave, not a deep one, but dry and tucked away. It smells like dirt and damp rock, but it's safe. It's dark inside, but the walls are solid. We remove some dead leaves and lay our blanket over the flattest patch. It's not cozy. It's not home, but it's something. We sit there in silence, watching the sky darken from the mouth of the cave. No dinner, no fire, just darkness and the distant sound of owls. Challenge accepted. Day 2. Water and food. The thirst kicks in before hunger. Your lips feel dry, your head's fuzzy. So we set out at sunrise, water bottle in hand. We follow the sound of flowing water, nature's own GPS. And after about an hour, we find a small stream. It's cold, clear, and fast-moving, which is a good sign. We use rocks and sand to filter the water as best we can and fill the bottle. One sip feels like magic. Now for food. We start scanning the area. Berries, greens, even roots. You've got to know what you're doing out here. Pick the wrong berry and you're not just hungry. You're in serious trouble. Luckily, we came prepared with some basic knowledge. Wild blackberries, dandelion greens, and cattail shoots are on the safe list. It's not gourmet, but it's enough. By nightfall, we're still hungry. But we're not starving. And that's progress. Day 3, building a fire. Last night was brutal. We shivered under the blanket, listening to coyotes howl in the distance. Tonight, that changes. Fire is the goal. We gather sticks, dry leaves, and anything else that looks like kindling. The knife helps us create a spark using rocks we find near the stream. It takes patience, a lot of it. The first dozen tries, nothing. But on the 13th, the dry grass smolders. We blow gently, a tiny flame sparks to life. Boom, fire, we dance like fools. Not just because of the heat, but because we're starting to feel like maybe, just maybe, we're getting the hang of this. Day 4, daily routine. Things feel different today. Familiar, almost like routine. Wake up with the sun, boil water, forage for food, maintain the fire, fix or reinforce the shelter, rest before nightfall. It's not glamorous, and it's repetitive, but there's comfort in it. Our movements are more confident now, and we're adjusting. What once felt like chaos is starting to feel like a rhythm, a routine that gives us a sense of order in this wild environment. What once felt like chaos is starting to feel like rhythm. Day 5, mental strain. Let's be real, this isn't a camping trip anymore, it's a test of willpower. And today, the mental game hits hard. You miss your phone, you miss music, you miss scrolling through memes while sipping overpriced coffee. Out here, it's just you and your thoughts. No distractions, nothing to hide behind. We talk out loud to ourselves, we count birds, we remember old conversations. We crave connection, but all we have is the wind and trees. This is where most people would give up. But we didn't come out here to quit. Day 6, unexpected challenges. The weather turns fast. 1 minute, clear skies. The next, wind howling and clouds rolling in like they've got a score to settle. Rain slams down, soaking everything. Our fire dies, our blanket is wet, and the cave floods at the edges. We scramble, move gear to higher ground, use branches to block the cave's entrance. Our feet are freezing, our clothes are dripping. And morale, it's low, but we survive. Barely. Day 7, reflection, a week. 7 full days living with almost nothing. No takeout, no Netflix, no bed, just instinct. We sit by our newly rebuilt fire and reflect on everything we've endured. We're not experts, we're not superheroes, but we're still here. And that, in itself, is a remarkable achievement. It's more than we expected and a testament to our resilience. And you know what? We've surpassed our expectations. We're still here, and that's a victory in itself. Days 8 to 14 settling in. Week 2 is different. Our cave feels like home. We've improved our foraging routes. We know where the water is. We figured out how to dry clothes using hot rocks near the fire. We even start tracking time by carving lines into a tree. There's still hunger. It's still cold, but the fear is mostly gone. We've traded panic for purpose. We've made significant progress, and that's something to be proud of. We're surviving. Days 15 to 21, midway point, halfway. That sounds encouraging until you realize you still have 15 more days to go. Fatigue sets in, not just physical but emotional. Our hands are rough. Our stomachs feel hollow most days. The firewood runs low. We argue with ourselves. We question our decisions. We start dreaming of food, real food, burgers, pancakes, fries. We drool while chewing on bitter roots. Still, we push through. 1 hour at a time, one foot in front of the other. Days 22 to 28, endurance. This week is survival mode. Everything's harder. The nights are colder. The forest is quieter. The plants we've been eating are thinning out. We lose a knife for a day and panic. We burn our fingers on the fire. We get stung by some insect we can't identify. But we also get better. We spot animal tracks, learn which leaves make the softest bedding, and make fire faster. Endurance isn't exciting. It's painful. But it builds you like nothing else. Day 29, almost there. 29 days. We're exhausted, lighter, leaner, dirty and sleep-deprived, but alert. A different kind of alert, instinctive, sharp. We prepare everything carefully, stacking firewood, collecting clean water, and drying our blanket by the fire. It's the last stretch. And we realize something crazy. We're not just surviving anymore. We're functioning. We may be tired, but we've adapted. What felt impossible a month ago is just Tuesday now. Day 30, completion. The final sunrise is the most beautiful thing we've seen all month. We sit quietly, sipping boiled stream water and watching the trees sway in the wind. And then it hits us. We made it. 30 days. No extras, no shortcuts, no tech, just grit, dirt, and determination. We survived. But more than that, we grew. We learned, how little we actually need, how noise distracts us from ourselves, and oh, how strong we can be when life strips us down to the core. We walk out of those woods with no gadgets, no souvenirs, but with something better: clarity. Throughout this journey, we faced numerous challenges. From finding food and water to dealing with the mental strain of isolation, it's been tough. But each challenge has taught us something valuable about ourselves and our ability to adapt. As we've progressed, we've learned to appreciate the simple things. We've come to cherish a warm fire, a full stomach, and a safe place to sleep. These comforts. We've also learned that minimalism isn't just about having less. It's about making do with what you have and finding contentment in simplicity. The turning point came during the storm. When our shelter flooded, we had to think quickly and adapt. It was a test of our resourcefulness and determination. We passed, which gave us the confidence to face whatever came next. After 30 days, we've proven that it's possible to live with less and still thrive. We've faced challenges, adapted, and learned valuable lessons. This experience has changed us, and we hope it inspires you to consider what you truly need and what you can live without. If you enjoyed this challenge and want to see more, check out our next video on how to start your minimalism journey.